Good evening, YouTube. Peace and blessings to you. I'm coming to you tonight with this video concerning a short that popped up on my Facebook lately. Before I get into it, I would like to ask you all, have you ever heard about the situation with the government, between the government and black American farmers? Um, it's been an issue for many years. There have been lawsuits. Uh, there was a major lawsuit not too long ago for $1 billion. I don't know if farmers won that lawsuit or what, but from my understanding, they proved a lot of their cases as individuals and as a group. So I'm pretty sure they probably won some redress and maybe some redress that they weren't able to run or win. Excuse me. But came from this short, and it was a brother who's a farmer, and he made it. He was very intellectual, very made it very fun, and he talked a little bit. The short is very short. I think it's about 2 minutes, maybe 3. And he talked about his experiences. He showed his farm. I know he farms chicken. I don't know what else. He didn't really go into what else, but that's not the only thing that he handles on his farm. Well, this brother confirmed that racism is very rife and real in the farming industry. He has firsthand knowledge, being a farmer himself and being a quote unquote black man. So he was talking about how he would have his employees with him, and most of his employees, if not all of them, are white. He said he has tried to get black people interested in the farming industry. Even as employees, they refused because they said it's racist, and he said it is. So most, if not all of his employees are primarily white men, maybe some women. And when people would come to meet him, or he would interact with other people, other farmers or buyers or whatever, they would always assume that he is the employee, and whatever white dude was with him at the time was the boss or the manager or the owner. They would just automatically assume that. And from the attitude that I got from him, he didn't have a problem with it at all. It's just the reality. Like I said, he made the video very, very fun and very interesting. So the other thing that he said, now he said that he did this purposely. It wasn't the attitude that he had that I picked up certain, my own opinion about what was going on, at that particular time and situation that he was talking about. He said he purposely did this. And what this is he would have his white employees cover his stalls. So when the people came around, they wouldn't just keep walking by if they, because they said so in other words, when at the times that he was there by himself, once they saw he was a black man, they would just walk by and he would miss out on whatever it is that services that were supposed to be provided in exchange. But they didn't do that with his white employees. So he would purposely put them out front so he could, continue to thrive in his business. All right. So the other thing, and this kind of like blew me out the water. The other situation involved the banks and the FSA. Now you have to look that up, okay? But the FSA, I believe that has a lot to do with grants, farming grants, okay? Banks could be loans or whatever. He would purposely send his white employees to the bank and the FSA so he could get the funds that he needed for whatever he needed it for. And he said by the time They would, those white employees, those white boys or whatever, they would get that money. They would get the check, but by the time they found out, the bank or FSA, the agents or employees or whatever, that he was actually black. The owner was actually black. It was too late. He had that money. He had that check. And I was like, wow, he is really using um his he's using his advantage of being having white employees to help him navigate racist policy, people, whatever. And he's doing it on purpose, and it's helping him maintain his business and thrive, and allow him to stay in business. And I just think that I so admire his attitude in that respect, because he wasn't crying about it. He wasn't whining about it. He wasn't broken about it or anything like that. He did what he had to do to get what he needed and wanted. Period. And he used stealth, and I have a loss of words. I can't think of. There's a lot of other words that I would like to use to describe the way I would like to describe what it is that he did. But but I think stealth is good enough. Smarts and wits, and he took his emotions out of it. And that's very important when we deal with particularly personal racism. Take your emotions. It's systemic. This is systemic. Take your emotions out of that. You can take your emotions out of, the personal microaggressions that you might meet on the daily also, because, it doesn't matter. I don't feel like getting high blood pressure, somebody grabbing their purse when you walk by is not worth getting high blood pressure. Somebody not speaking to you, or won't look at you, or go to the other side of the sidewalk or the street or whatever, just because that's not, you got to take your emotions out of it. You just got to. I'm not saying that we're not human and things are not going to bother us sometimes, but all this trivial stuff, it's just, you're going to leave that situation the same way that you approached it. And that's just the way that you got to look at it. But I love his attitude. I think it's so smart. And we need to take cue from him. We need to listen to him. What he's done has helped him navigate the system and how it operates and the attitudes behind it. Okay, so I'm gonna put the link to the video. I'll put the link down. I hope, oh Lord, I hope that I still have it copied. Maybe I have it somewhere else. I'm gonna put it in the description though. Don't worry, I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna do a lot better about these videos, but I needed to. I don't know. I'm kind of slow when it comes to certain things, getting off my feet and starting certain things and doing certain things. Sometimes it's just not secure. It has a lot to do with laziness sometimes, and I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna start doing a lot better, because I could have put the video up there and let you hear for yourself, but I'm gonna put it in the mention. So I know some people are saying, I think I mentioned this before, why do we have to do that? That's not a very intelligent question. You have to accept. When I say accept, I don't mean don't fight back when it's appropriate. Okay, I don't mean don't fight back, period. Because the way that he went around, he has to go around these racist people. I I lost my thought what I was gonna say. I'm sitting there listening to my cat. I'm sorry, he's in heat. But we just have to accept that we have to move in a certain way, and not, it's just, it doesn't help us one bit to talk about how it shouldn't be this way. It's this way. Learn how to deal with it, learn how to get around it, learn how to be stealth, um in our approach with it. Sometimes you just got to move like a snake. Be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. You have a right to exist just like everybody else, and not have to worry about these people's attitudes and a systemic prejudice and injustice stopping you every time you try to, make a move. So sometimes you just have to maneuver around. And like I said, I like Homeboy's attitude about it. So, I just wanted to make this video and just put that little seed in people's hearts and in people's heads. Um, uh, it's not about tricking somebody or making a fool out of somebody. It's about survival. And that's how I see it. We got to learn how to move in these parts. And not only just for our benefit, but for the benefit of our people that are in the same field, on the same job, in the same career, um, in the education of it. We got to learn how to move. That's all. And the man seems like he's successful. He don't, his attitude is great. It don't seem like he's broken from having to do something that other people don't have to do just to be able to maintain a living. He had to choose his career of choice or his line of work against personal insults. Like he was saying, his grandmother thought he was crazy for wanting to be a farmer. That's what he wanted. That's what he wanted to do. He probably came here to do that. He mentioned how he has a degree in engineering, which helped him be the type of gain the type of have the type of knowledge and success that he's able to experience today. So hey, devise a plan and figure out how you're gonna pull strings to make it in this world. If that's what you have to do, you just have to do it. He didn't do anything wrong, not a sin. Like I said, it's all about survival. So I'm gonna put the link in the video, and like I said, I will do better. I will set my account up to my YouTube page up to where I could post the video in the in my video using fair use. Okay. So thank you all for listening. Have a great night. Peace and love to you.